Well, hey everybody, welcome back and welcome to all our newcomers. So great to have you along. That's awesome. We got a different show for you today. Instead of going out to find the mushrooms, we're bringing the mushrooms to us. Yeah, I've gone out to the grocery store and I've picked up a nice little clump of oyster mushrooms. Cost me $1.35, and I brought them home, and we're going to try and grow some mycelium on a popcorn substrate. We're going to stick them in my recording booth and see if we can actually grow some mycelium. Hey, so come for a walk with us, see what we can grow. All right, let's get this show on the road. Okay, so we have our basics here to start with. Our big one is going to be alcohol. We want to keep a sterile area. All our tools and whatever we're going to be using, we're going to be sterilizing. Why are the candles there? Ambiance, of course. No, it's best to have an open flame when you're working around with this to try and keep any spores away, and also extra sterilization. You're most optimally going to want a blue burner of some type, but this is all I have. So that's what we're going to go with on this one. So we've got just our pot to, we're going to boil up our corn, and you can just get your corn at the store. This is bulk. And we're going to boil that up, and we're going to simmer it for a good hour and a half. First of all, we're going to wash it, and we're going to strain it. We're going to sterilize this first. And we've got our knife and tweezers in our sterilizing solution, more alcohol. And then we've got our jars. Now I'm just going small scale on this. These are just little jars. And what you need to do is take the lid. You're going to drill a hole in the top, and we're going to stuff some of this cotton in there. You can use cotton balls, and if you have to, you can, you rip apart a Q-tip or whatever. Because this needs to be a filter, because we need to have gases to pass through. The mycelium is going to let off carbon dioxide, and it's going to want to bring in oxygen. So we've got to have that transfer of the gases. And when you put in your cotton, just do it lightly. Make sure it's nice and fluffy. Make sure it's nice and fluffy, and just gently stick it in there. Don't make it tight, because again, it needs to have that transfer. All right, here we go. We got her coming through there. Beautiful. Okay, so this is our basics. So once we get this all cleared out, we're going to use our handy dandy alcohol, and we're going to sterilize our whole area. And we're going to sterilize our jars, and like I said, we're going to sterilize our strainer. But first off, we've got to get this corn on the boil so that we can get it softened up and moistened up, and all that moisture all absorbed into the corn kernels, because the mycelium is going to need that to grow on, and they need moisture. Okay. So we're just going to use what we think we're going to need. You're only going to want to fill the jars about 3/4 of the way up, because you want that room there for gas. So the gases, like I said, the CO2 will come off and come out. Oxygen will come in. Save a little bit for later, for maybe watching a movie. Pop some popcorn. I know little dog loves popcorn. I think it's most likely the butter. All right, let's get this to the stove. Okay, so I spared you the rinsing process. Nobody wants to see that. But the main reason for the rinsing in our sterilized strainer was to get any microbes or any kind of contaminants that were on them from processing and whatnot. And now this part of the process is actually to just get these absorbing moisture and getting them nice and soft. So we're going to leave this here for a good hour and a half. Don't let it go dry. That's one thing you got to make sure. And just let them just simmer away. And I'll see you in an hour and a half. Okay, so we're going to sterilize our area. And then we want to take our jars and put some alcohol in those, because we want to get these guys good and sterile as well. Now we will be doing a boiling process with the jars in hot boiling water. I'm not going to use my pressure cooker just because there's only 4 of these little guys, and I'm just going to do it in a pot on the stove, which is just fine. Anyways, so there we go. Got all 4 with our alcohol. We'll just leave those to sit while the corn is boiling, simmering. Now, as everything I do in the kitchen, this is an experiment. But these are the mushrooms that I bought from the store today, these oyster mushrooms. And can you see that these ones actually have mycelium growing on them? So, this is going to be an easier process than I thought it was going to be. Maybe. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so these guys have been cooking for an hour and a half. Well, simmering, I should say. And as long as you can, like, kind of bite into it and it breaks into a bunch of pieces without breaking your tooth, there should be pretty good. So the big thing is now we got to let it cool down to room temperature. And I'm just going to put a lid on this to make sure that no other contaminants can get in there. So now that these jars have been sitting here sterilizing, we can get rid of this. And we can turn them upside down on our sterilized surface. Let them drain out, and it evaporates quickly too. Oh, and by the way, this is 70% solution. So we're just going to get these transferred into our little jars here and get them ready to be thrown into the sterilization pot. Okay, we are ready to start spooning into the jars with my sterilized spoon. Oops. So we only want to fill the jar about 3/4 so that we have this extra 1/4 of the jar for a gas exchange. And there we have it. Now we're ready for sterilization. So we'll just put the lids on lightly. Lightly. Ever so lightly. Okay, so we're going to put a rag or a cloth or anything like that in the bottom, just so that the glass is not going to be directly in contact with the heat. We're going to fill this with water, and we're going to let it sterilize for a while. See if we can get them all in there. Well, what do you know? Okay, now one thing is they can rattle together. So you might want a piece, and it's okay if you just use a piece of cardboard. Dissolve a little bit, but it'll be fine. Okay, and then we're just going to fill this with water, make sure that lid's on properly, and then put her on the burner. Now once this gets boiling, we're going to let them sterilize for a little while, and I'll get back to you once it's done. Okay, she's just starting to boil now, and we'll let her go for a good, I'm going to go a good hour. Like I said, ideally you'd want a pressure cooker, but we're just doing too small a scale, and my pressure cooker's just monster. So we're just going to do that. And again, this is just a little experiment for fun. Okay, these guys have been going for a good hour, so we're going to take them off, and we're going to let them cool down to room temperature over on a trivet over on the counter. It's all sterilized as well. Okay, these guys are really smoking hot. We're just going to let them cool down to room temperature before we can do anything, because that kind of heat will kill any mycelium that we're trying to grow. Alright, so we've re-sterilized everything here, and we're just going to sterilize our plate that we're going to be putting our fungi on to take the mycelium and get it out and put it into the corn. And all through the process you want to keep your hands sterilized as well. So since we've actually got mycelium growing on the outside, we're going to also take some from the inside of the stipe of these mushrooms. Now, here's the thing, is these guys were on a shelf in the store with all the other mushrooms, the shiitake and the bispora. So these mycelium could very possibly be contaminated with one of their spores. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually take some of these mycelium off of this, and we're going to put it in these 2 jars here, which I've marked with a little O. And then we're going to take the other, and we're going to dig into the inside of the stipe, and we're going to take out the inner core, and we're going to stick those in the other 2 to get them sporulating. Alright, so let's go through this process now. Okay, so we're just going to get this cap ready, and we're just going to leave it off to one side a little bit there so it's nice and easy to get in. And we've got our sterilized knife and tweezers, and we're just going to run this through the flame real quick, and then we can make sure that we're completely sterilized. You can see how much, this flames, so be careful when you're spraying. Alright, let's do this. So this is a chunk here, and it's got some mycelium growing on it. So we're just going to take this guy and we're going to stick it in the jar here and kind of bury it a little bit, if we can, with these wet corn kernels. Alright, so we've buried that one piece in there. I'm going to stick another piece in just to double our chances, of course. And there we go. This one's ready to put our lid on. And okay, and we're going to do the exact same thing with the other one. And now we've got our second one in here. It's just in the middle there. Alright, jar number 2. Now we're going to start getting into the stipe and get some of that inner core out of one of these main bigger guys here. Now because we're taking the inner core out of this thing, we don't want anything that's on the surface, any kind of spores from maybe any other kind of fungi, other species, so we're going to just give this a little quick spray. Again, this is only 70%, so it's not going to do too much. It's just going to take some of the surface stuff here, and just don't want to go crazy on it. Okay, now we're just going to separate this guy. This piece here, now that we've separated off the outside husks, this one should be fairly sterile, and there should be chunks of the mycelium in here to carry on and start growing in our medium. So let's get this one off. We want to try and do it around the flame if we can, and that'll keep any spores and whatnot that are floating in the area, at least reduce our chances of getting contamination. Okay, so there's another one, and we'll do the same process with the next one. Alright, so this is the chunk we want, and we're going to stick this one in this one. And there we have it, folks. Alright, we'll close up shop on this one. Now we have everything ready to go. We've got our 2 that were just the mycelium on the outside of the fungi, and these are from the core of the stipes. Now we're going to take these and we're going to put them in a dark place. You can put them in a cardboard box, you can put a rag over top of them, stick them in a dark room. Try and keep your temperature between 22 and 24, somewhere in there. Between 20 and 25, you'd probably be okay. Degrees Celsius, of course. And then, of course, you're going to be wanting to check them all the time. So what we're going to be trying to achieve is in the darkness, because mycelium can be very light sensitive. So we're going to be sticking this in the dark, and what we're trying to achieve is to have all of these kernels completely covered in white mycelium from the oyster mushrooms. Okay, so these guys are going to go into my recording booth, which is nice and dark, and it's a nice temperature in there, and it stays pretty constant all the way through. So that's what we're going to do, and they're going to sit there for a few weeks. And as soon as they're ready, I'll bring them out, and then we'll start doing the transferring into the other substrate, which will be for their final process and their growth. I cannot wait to see what these guys are going to do. If they do anything, we don't know. Again, this is all an experiment. Okay, so this is day 3, and I have not looked at the jars of corn yet. This is my studio, which is the most regulated temperature, and it's the darkest place in the house, consistently anyways. So, anyways, down here we've got our mycelium, or at least we're hoping to have mycelium. Look at that. Yeah, these guys, I don't know if you can actually make that out. They're fluffed right up. Like really fuzzy in there. Look at that. Okay, so this is only day 3. This is awesome. And we've got our separate, and we've got our 2 different sets of jars. One we scraped from the side of the mushroom, and one we took from the core of the stipe. Alright, I don't want to keep these guys lit too much longer here, because they are sensitive to light. Well, I'm thinking UV rays anyways. Nonetheless. Okay, day 4. What do we got? They're looking mighty good. They're sure fluffing up. Oh, they've started to take to the kernels. Right here. This one right here is covered in mycelium. Oh, and this guy's going crazy too back here. Oh, this is awesome. Wow, day 4. Amazing. This one's really taken to it. Huh? And they all seem to be doing about the same. Doesn't matter about the scrapings off the side of the stipe or taking the center of the stipe. They're both doing just excellent. Alright. Well, let's leave these guys alone, and we'll see you in a day or 2. Okay, so this is day 5. What do we got? They're still chewing. Oh my, this one's really smoking along. Look at that. Okay, that's awesome. These. So yeah, they're just doing great. So this is day 5, and we're going to keep them going. And I'll continue documenting, and we'll continue this on part 2. Well, that worked out way better than I had planned. That is awesome. So that means there's going to be a part 2. And that's where we're going to take the popcorn kernels all covered with the mycelium, and we're going to put them into a new substrate, and that's where we're going to actually get them to put into their producing mode, where they're going to start producing mushrooms for us. Taking a $1.35 mushroom, and hopefully we can save ourselves a few bucks along the way. So that'll take a little bit for that to grow, and then once I get all the filming done for the transferring and everything, we'll get back to you. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, hit the thumbs up and subscribe button. And until next time, my friends, take care now.